Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hope you're doing well today and the world is treating you nicely. And I hope everyone is spending time with family, enjoying time on their turkey days and friend days and all the things that you do for this time of the year. I know I'm enjoying time with my family, and I hope you are as well. Okay, what are we talking about today? Well, there was some information that came out to me, and I was going to talk about something else, but I'll save that for the weekend. I'm going to be doing a live, but I wanted to talk to you about what I heard about Meghan and Harry recently about their Thanksgiving, and just to bring to your attention some things that I heard and to give you my insight on it all. Okay, that's what we're talking about today, so let's get into it. Before I go into the story that I'm talking about today, I do want to mention something about Princess Katherine. She has shared a really powerful message dealing with addiction, and something that she said was really heartwarming. And I think bringing out these important issues and what she has said brings light to things that should be said. And she stressed the value of love and empathy to those who are suffering with addiction. She shared this message about or ahead of this Addiction Awareness Week, in which runs from November 30th until December 7th. And she said, quote, "Addiction is not a choice," close quote. And I have to just agree with that. And it's not a choice. I think making good choices to prevent yourself from becoming addicted is very important to mention, because it becomes all about life choices. But some of us don't become addicted from poor choices. Sometimes it's even through the medical industry. But she went on to explain that serious mental illness condition that could affect any one of us. By acting and with humility and compassion, we can all make a difference and support those who are suffering. She is the patron of the Forward Trust. This is a charity that helps people affected by drugs, alcohol, and other substance misuse. She used this year's message to focus on the importance of simple acts of kindness. She said, quote, "For too long, many have suffered in silence, harboring feelings of shame and guilt about their condition despite their vulnerability," close quote. And I admire the work that she's doing and her messages that she puts towards bringing insight to very important causes. And I just have to applaud it and thank her for that. Moving on. Prince Harry could be wanting a royal return. This is what this expert is saying. So, and this is something that you look at everything that we've talked about here. And I've said it. I believe he does want to return. I think he's going to be very smart and systematic about his return. I imagine that he has been working with some palace aides to help him with this. I believe his father, the king, is going to show some sympathy towards Harry, even though we know the Queen, Camilla, is not feeling Harry too much about the things that he said about her. But at the end of the day, this is the king's son. And I think he's going to extend an olive branch as much as he can without his wife, the queen, objecting to some things, because she's feeling a special kind of way when it comes to Harry. I can imagine this happening because Harry seems to me like he's very, very miserable. And that's going to come a little bit out in the story that I'm going to mention here. But before I go into that, this expert is saying that Harry wants to branch away from producing his television documentaries, and he could even be thinking about returning to the royal fold. It makes sense. So this royal expert saying this is in line with what I would think he would be thinking about. And the only proof that you can look at to substantiate this allegation is that Harry did this Netflix deal And he was not even in the documentary that's coming out about Polo. I mean, he's rarely in it. That tells me he doesn't want to do much around these documentaries. That's just not him. Now, it all sounded good on that freedom flight when he was being rebellious and leaving his family and going to go learn to pay his own bills when he went to America. He's gotten a taste of it. He doesn't want to do it. We have the proof and all the things that we're seeing. So it comes as the Duke of Sussex and his wife have made multiple solo appearances as they focus on individual projects and charity endeavors. Harry is set to conduct another solo visit to New York next week. Now, royal expert Richard Eden claims palace sources have made clear Prince Harry wants to make a bigger difference in the charity work that he is doing. He doesn't want to focus on the documentaries, okay? He doesn't want to focus on the things that are important to Meghan. This is why we see that there's this professional separation between Harry and Meghan right now. Okay? Now, as stated in the Daily Mail, palace officials are increasingly convinced that Harry wants to resume his old way of life when he felt he was using his privileged position to make a difference to worthwhile causes. You think about what has been instilled in him with his mother and how she told him, you have a very privileged position. Your position in life is to help other people because of the privilege that you have. And I can imagine that Harry is looking to make more of a impact around what was important to his mother, Diana. And that is giving back to the people in need because of your privilege. He also claims that one source has told him Harry's heart is not in the TV stuff. Anyone can see that. So, yes, what Meghan is doing is not important to Harry. He wants to get away from it. We can see it. Okay, so this leads into my story for today, where Harry is home, they say, because Meghan has made it clear what is happening in Montecito. And I think, why are you making this a news item? Why is it that you are talking about your husband being home for Thanksgiving? When we know he's been away for 82 days. He's been away. He's been gone. He's been doing other things. And now you want to make a news item around your husband being home? Because that's what's happened. There are stories that are coming out about Harry being home for Thanksgiving with Meghan and the children. Wouldn't it just be common knowledge that Harry is home for Thanksgiving? Like, you have to make that a part of the news? And there's a reason why she makes that a part of the news. Because he's not normally home. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go so far as to say he doesn't even want to be home. Because things are not going well in Montecito. And this is why Meghan leaked this story. Because she wants people to know that he is home. But can you imagine that Harry did not even want people to know? And that Meghan has leaked something that Harry does not even want to be in the news cycle. But she did. Because this is what is important to her. Sources are saying that Meghan has said that they are going to be together. Page 6 is also reporting that Meghan said that her Thanksgiving is going to be low-key and that she's going to be close with her mother. They are going to spend a very low-key time in Montecito together as a family. And she goes on to say, this is what she's leaked, that she usually does something fun, having a great meal and playing different games. She says that someone is going to even be bringing a guitar. And she says that she likes to make holidays magic for the kids. And that she always makes room for someone at the table who does not have family. The reality is, the truth of Meghan does not come out in what she allows to be leaked to the news media. What Meghan's truth is what she tries to cover up. It says a lot about a person who puts information out to be a part of the news cycle, to say that I'm being nice, I'm home with my husband, we're having a great time with our family, because this is the picture she's trying to paint. She's not going to try to just be low key and do nice things, because those things don't matter. Those are the things that she could care less about, because it's not helping her portray something that she isn't. She wants to show that she has a side of her that is nice, and this is why it becomes part of the news cycle. And I would almost have to say, just go be nice and don't make it a part of the news cycle. Just go do something nice for your family, because that at the end of the day is what really matters. It's not about what you're telling us that you're doing. And it's really sad that she's going to continue to do this. And this is why there's always so much to talk about with this woman, because she is literally a walking disaster that people just can't not take their eyes off of. And this is why I talk about it, because it's almost, I can't believe you are literally trying to make people think you are a nice person and you're going to put it into the news. Can you imagine what Harry thinks of this? And why he's not happy about it. Because I can tell you that he's not happy about it. I'm almost certain of it. Because she is leaking information about their personal lives to the news media. It's all about the illusion of what she's trying to create and all the work she puts into it. It's not really about the substance and family and just forgetting about the news media and just being a good person and spending time with your family that you've disowned. It's not about that for her. It's about the portraying of this false message that she wants people to see. And when I talk about it, we can say, we watch you trying, girl. We watch you trying to make yourself look like a person that has sympathy for those that have nothing. And it is such a fraud and a sham. That's what Meghan is doing. This is why Thanksgiving for her is a way to help convey a false image that she wants everyone to see. And Harry, my friends, has had enough. He wants to go back. I can feel it. I know he does. But the reality is, she'll keep trying and we'll keep talking and we'll just watch the disaster. We're going to sit and watch the disaster that people just can't turn away from. And you almost have to think you really have made your life extremely meaningless when it comes to what real family means. There's no real substance of meaning of family when she uses that to portray a false image. And we see it. We see it.